Hey there, ready to dominate in Monopoly Go? This week I've got some unbeatable tips to help you learn the best strategy for Monopoly Go and leave your opponents in the dust. First of all, understand the game rules inside and out. Before delving into any strategy, it's crucial to master the basics of Monopoly Go. While it shares some similarities with the board game of the classic Monopoly, Monopoly Go introduces new elements that can significantly alter your approach. The game incorporates features like rolling dice, collecting tokens, and moving across a unique board with specific objectives, power-ups, and challenges. Familiarizing yourself with these aspects will allow you to leverage them effectively and build a winning strategy. One key aspect to focus on is the role of power-ups. Unlike classic Monopoly, where the game mostly relies on luck and simple buying strategies, Monopoly Go's power-ups add an exciting level of strategy. These power-ups give you extra turns, double your rewards, or even protect you from various penalties. Make sure to know each power-up inside out, as their benefits can shift the game in your favour if used wisely. For instance, an extra turn power-up might be just what you need to land on a high-value property, or avoid a costly opponent-owned space. Additionally, different tokens in Monopoly Go come with unique benefits. Some tokens can boost your movement, while others enhance your ability to collect resources. By understanding which tokens align with your play style, you can choose the most suitable ones to advance in the game. Monopoly Go often requires players to make quick decisions, and have a strong grasp of token and power-up functions can give you a clear advantage. Monopoly Go often requires players to make quick decisions, and having a strong grasp of token and power-up functions can give you a clear advantage. Ultimately, the more you understand the game's unique rules and features, the more adept you'll be at crafting a strategy that capitalizes on these elements. This foundational knowledge isn't just about avoiding mistakes, it's about actively using your understanding to stay a step ahead of your opponents, maximizing your chances of winning and making Monopoly Go an engaging and thrilling experience. Next up, prioritize property sets for maximum impact. In Monopoly Go, property sets are a game changer. Owning complete sets of properties not only allows you to build houses and hotels, but also helps you maximize rent charges when opponents land on them. So, early in the game, focus on obtaining and completing these sets. A good strategy is to prioritize sets that have fewer properties, like the orange or red sets, since you can complete them quickly and start building sooner. Once you have a complete set, immediately start building houses to increase the rent value. Remember, the sooner you complete a set, the sooner you can start raking in the cash from your opponents. If you manage to complete a high-value set like the blue or green properties, you're looking at some serious revenue. However, don't get too hung up on these high-value properties early on. They're expensive, and you could drain your funds before you get them developed. Balance is key, so consider cheaper sets as stepping stones to your ultimate monopoly. Next, master the art of trading wisely. Trading is a major component of Monopoly Go, and a well-timed trade can make or break your game. Focus on trades that help you complete property sets or add valuable utilities and railroads to your portfolio. Don't be afraid to negotiate with opponents. If you have something they need, use it to your advantage. Before offering a trade, assess what the other player stands to gain. If they are one property away from completing a set, consider if you can leverage that to get something even more valuable in return. Timing is crucial here. Making a trade that benefits you significantly but minimally impacts your opponent is the ideal scenario. Don't forget about railroads and utilities. They can be leveraged in trades as well. Owning all the railroads is a powerful move since they generate steady income. Similarly, utilities are often undervalued, but they can be a good source of cash, especially if you own both. Mastering these trades will elevate your gameplay and put you closer to victory. Next up, utilize dice rolls strategically. Dice rolls in Monopoly Go aren't entirely about luck. They also involve strategy. Each dice roll offers a chance to advance towards your goals, whether that's acquiring properties or avoiding costly penalties. If you land on spaces that allow you to re-roll or use power-ups, consider how they align with your strategy. For example, if you're nearing an opponent's high-rent property, using a power-up to skip the space can save you a fortune. Conversely, if a roll could land you on a valuable property you've been eyeing, take that chance. Planning your dice rolls around your immediate objectives will keep your momentum going and help you maximize the benefits of each turn. Additionally, always keep an eye on the dice options available to you. Monopoly Go sometimes lets you choose between different dice, each with its own unique perks, so don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. Next up, capitalize on event spaces and special features. Monopoly Go has event spaces that can yield rewards, penalties, or even opportunities to interact with opponents. These spaces include chance and community chest cards, which can either help or hurt your progress. Always approach these spaces with caution though, as they can dramatically change the course of the game. The key here is to capitalize on beneficial event spaces and minimize the impact of negative ones. For example, if you land on a chance space that lets you collect extra cash, that's a great time to invest in property upgrades. On the other hand, if you pull a card that imposes a penalty, you'll need to adjust your strategy to recover quickly. Additionally, some special features allow you to perform unique actions, like blocking opponents or gaining extra rolls. Take full advantage of these whenever possible, as they can provide significant leverage in the game. The more you can benefit from these event spaces, the stronger your position will be. Next, invest in houses and hotels at the right time. In Monopoly Go, building houses and hotels is a surefire way to increase your revenue. However, timing is everything. Invest too early and you might find yourself cash-strapped and unable to continue growing. Wait too long and you'll miss out on valuable rent from opponents. The best time to start building is when you have at least one complete property set. Start with houses and add one on each property in the set before you upgrade to hotels. This gradual approach allows you to spread your investment across multiple spaces, maximizing the rent potential. Avoid going all in on hotels too early, as they're expensive and can drain your cash reserves. Instead, focus on gradually increasing your assets as your income grows. A balanced approach to building ensures you're ready to capitalize when opponents land on your properties without compromising your financial stability. Next up, play defense. Protect your assets. While building and trading are crucial, defending your assets is equally important. Monopoly Go introduces various penalties, such as taxes or rent payments, which can quickly deplete your cash reserves. Always keep some cash on hand to cover those unexpected costs. Consider using power-ups or event cards to protect yourself from penalties. For example, some cards let you dodge taxes or reduce the amount of rent you owe. Having a defensive strategy in place not only preserves your assets, but also prevents opponents from gaining too much of an advantage. Another defensive tactic is to block opponents from completing their sets. If you notice an opponent collecting properties of a certain color, try to acquire one of the properties they need. This will force them into a trade, giving you leverage to negotiate a better deal or simply deny them a completed set. This strategic blocking can be a game changer. Next up, keep an eye on your opponent's moves. In Monopoly Go, monitoring your opponents is key to staying ahead. Pay attention to their strategies, such as which properties they're targeting or how they're managing their resources. This awareness helps you anticipate their moves and adjust your strategy accordingly. For instance, if an opponent is close to completing a high-value set, you might want to trade strategically or save up to compete for auctions on those properties. Observing opponents also allows you to predict their trading habits, so you can make offers that are difficult for them to refuse. By keeping tabs on your opponents, you can make informed decisions and avoid surprises. This vigilance will ultimately give you the upper hand in Monopoly Go, allowing you to counter their moves and solidify your own path to victory. Next, adapt your strategy as the game progresses. As the game evolves, so should your strategy. Monopoly Go can change rapidly, with properties being traded, new power-ups emerging, and cash flow fluctuating. Stay flexible and ready to adjust based on the game's current state. In the early stages, focus on acquiring properties and setting up your portfolio. Mid-game, aim to complete sets and build houses to generate steady income. Late game, consider going for hotels and maximizing your rent potential to bring in even more revenue. Adapting to the game's pace ensures you're not just relying on one strategy, but continuously optimizing based on what's happening around you. This adaptability will keep you competitive and prepared for anything the game throws your way. And there you have it. With these top strategies for Monopoly Go, you're all set to outsmart your opponents and claim victory. Start practicing these tips today and watch your gameplay improve. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more tips. Happy gaming!